What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another live stream episode, our Monday Night Live. Every Monday, this is where you'll find us here at 52 Topics with Frank Fiordilino. We'll shout out some of you people. Frank, what's going on, man?
Same old. Can't complain. Same thing. Another week. When we last on Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. Yep.
Very good show. A lot of people showed up. Yeah, no, there's some things we're going to be talking about today. In general, and we have a new clip coming out Wednesday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, we do.
And that's about it. But how's everybody doing out there? What's up, Dominic, David, JoJo, Christmas, Aunt C? How are you?
Yep. What's going on, everybody?
Bello, Matt, Joey. Shout out to the wrestler.
Joe LaTempa. Shout out Joe LaTempa.
Yep.
And here he is biting somebody's ass. There he is.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody. Shout out Matt. Shout out Roro if she's here. Theo Mooney. What's going on? Ben
Roro.
Father Callie. Thank you to everybody that's been subscribing. We're about, once we hit 2,000, we're almost at like 2,050 now. So people are coming. They're coming on board. They're supporting the channel. We really appreciate everybody who does so. Last live stream was fun. We had Howie come on, and Joey LaSala came on. That was good.
Shout out to Howie coming.
Timothy O'Reilly, thank you, my man. $2.
Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. Welcome.
€2.
Buonasera tutti.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
David Price, David Lopez, the two
Mr.
Davids.
Lopez.
Robert West, I want to thank you for these lives and the replays get me through the overnights. P.S. I ordered the Pinot Silvestri bottle. Wife likes it. There you go.
All right,
influencing the culture, Frank. There you go.
Yeah, I gave mine away already. I wasn't too. I don't know. It just didn't smell like the same thing. Somebody put a comment to it. Just didn't smell like the ones back in the day, that I remember. But even though I don't think I was a fan either. Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. That comment like that means a lot too, by the way. Thank you so much. Because I have channels that get me through the morning, on my way to work or driving around, just definitely I really appreciate you saying that, man.
I don't know how to fuck my voice to get anybody through the morning, but thank you.
Dr. Dre. Oh, I say Dr. Dre. Dre. Who else? Anthony Tavernese. What's going on, buddy? Scott H. All right, everybody's coming in.
Scott H. Thank you last week for the donation, Scott. Thank you. Rock Solid. What's up, my friend?
Rock Solid. There you go. What's up, buddy? Looking forward to tonight's podcast, Frank, and a plate of pasta fagioli.
Pasta fagioli.
Yeah, everybody says it differently, right? At least over here, they got like 7 different ways.
It depends.
Fagioli.
With some gravy.
Froggy, what's going on? Any story on the mafia in Cuba back in the 50s?
Well, you had that Cuban Revolution. What year was that? In 57?
What like the Fidel, and then you have Bay of Pigs. But the mob definitely set up over there, and Fidel kind of ruined all that, right?
Yeah. He was sick. They were sick of having their women exploited by colonialism and all that, and they just went with the comments and kicked everybody out. What's up, Lefty? What's going on?
Lefty, what's going on? Damn, look after Frank, looking like a pudgy Mr. Damn, look after Frank.
I lost some weight though, so that's good.
Hey, be nice. I'm on and off.
I can let you some weight.
Yeah. Theo Mooney says he goes by Mr. Mooney. Okay, well that's fine.
Yeah. Lefty's a friend. Lefty's a friend.
Mike Yini, what's going on, buddy? So we're going to talk about a couple of things. I want to ask you something. We started talking about something on the phone today, and I think it was a cool story to cover. And I realized where I got what's up.
Yeah, of course.
And I realized where I got that whole fire thing from, because Frankie Gioia put out another clip on that channel he's got, and he was talking about he was just talking about starting a fire in a building, throwing a Molotov cocktail in the building. And he said something interesting that I didn't think of. I guess, I don't know. And I asked you if this was kind of status quo, right? He goes, I threw the Molotov cocktail. I watched it. I waited to make sure the fire department would show up. And it got me thinking like, oh, that's interesting to wait for the fire department to come. I guess if things get too serious, you want to make sure you didn't fucking cause something really bad to happen because, Frank, especially in New York City, I could light a store on fire. There might be apartments upstairs. Before you know it, you go from arson to quadruple homicide or something fucking crazy like that you didn't even mean to do. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And I started asking you on the phone because I know you're involved in some arsons. Is it something where you do it and like maybe one of your friends even calls the fire department? Hey, there's a fire and hangs up. Or like, did you ever think about like maybe this thing could get out of hand? You got to be really careful. You don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, but I never was in that situation when things were in buildings. We torched this restaurant, and it stood by itself. And then another place we torched a lot of cars. And usually when you did get a restaurant, it was an inside job. So you went in there, dumped everything, broke the window, locked the door, and then fucking threw up. I told you what we used to do is use a lemon. And somebody in my family told me actually that technique. And you throw it in a sock, and then you wet the sock with the gas. You stay away, obviously. You throw it like a baseball through the window with a nice sized window where you just lit everything, and boom, everything goes up. But there was one time we did a car, and the kid's eyebrows fucking almost came off his fucking head. It was funny though. Not at the time. He almost lit the whole put too much gas in his fucking little Pinto. And the whole block fucking looked like
Jeez.
Yeah. So funny, I was telling a story to somebody, and while I'm telling the story to somebody, it just didn't make me finish the story because the punchline to it was the guy who had the car that burned don't have any fish to fry anymore. The guy thought it was so fucking funny. You know when somebody laughs, I said, "What the fuck you laughing for? Fish to fry, car goes up." I said, "Okay," and I'll tell that story. I was with the kid from Mob Wives, the husband or the ex-husband, the Joe Ferragamo. You know, his dad was a gynecologist, so he lived with his mom's side of the family, his grandma in Glendale, and he used to take out the dad's. Oh, he took the dad's car out without the dad knowing. He got into this accident, and he was willing to pay the person, to keep things hush hush, but the person said, "No, we got to do it this way." And he goes, "All right, can I come see you tomorrow? I'll give you my address, everything, and we'll see. We could, I just give you my insurance." Obviously, he didn't have possession of that paperwork. So he asked me, "What can we do?" I said, "Well, we'll torch the car. Then he don't have a fucking problem no more. Neither do you." And he goes, "Yeah, wow, that's fucking. We're gonna steal it and then torch it." But we couldn't get the fucking we couldn't get the car out because it had one of those clubs. Remember the club? Shitty ass car, fucking club.
Yeah.
And the kid Mike Antonucci, we went with him. I said, "See, he could steal cars pretty good. He's trying to fucking take he almost broke the fucking thing off." I said, "Fuck it, come on, just let's burn it here and let's get the fuck out of here." And this fucking kid, I always had to do everything to an extreme. He just put a whole bunch of fucking gasoline. It was like a 5 fucking gallon thing. I don't know how much he fucking put out. I was gonna hang out to watch.
Yeah.
But the next minute, the fuck that thing went boom with a fucking neighbor lit up. It actually lit up, and he's just holding himself like this. Fucking, I said, "What the fuck? Come on, let's get out of here,"
Wow.
And that was it.
Jamie Underwood, what's going on? Thank you. Mike the Printer, what's going on, buddy? Big Sky. Proletarian Assassin, what's going on? He says, "I used the tennis ball to set the fire, the fluffy, hairy kind. Works great." Very good.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm naive, but what's the thing with the lemon?
For weight.
Just for weight. That's
Maybe
it.
Use a tennis ball. You use a hard ball.
Okay. It was just a weight thing. Okay.
Yeah.
John DeLong, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Lemon is flammable. No.
That's big Brooklyn ball buster Joey. What's going on? What was that?
That's the type of fucking shit that people fucking start questioning your podcast.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want you to clarify too. I'm like, what's with the lemon? Yeah.
No weight.
It's a weight. I get it. It's a weight. What's going on, Joe? How are you?
Big Joe, what's up, man? I got your message. Joey, I'll talk to you tomorrow, my man.
What up, Joey Frakes in the house? What's going on, buddy? Theo Mooney. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Mooney. I started watching the videos a few days ago, and the Sicily video was interesting. Good stuff. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
David Price said, Frank, did you know Enzo Marino from the Giannini Cafe? I seen him a couple of times. He was from Greenpoint, but I remember when he got locked up with the second round of the Giannini crew. So basically, they arrested 16 or 13 of the first guys in 96, and then they arrested a whole bunch, I think in 99, another 20, about 20 of them. And my brother was arrested in that roundup too. So the kid, I know from him, he goes, you see so and so out there, tell everybody he's the one who ratted us out. And I'm like, get the fuck, I don't even know who the fuck, like that, But he was trying to tell me that they're all in there because there's a certain person, and I don't want to ruin it for you. We'll get to that. That was responsible for that. Not one person, it was like three for that fucking roundup. That's when the murders all started coming out. Because the first one was more like the bank robberies, and then the second roundup was a lot to do with murders, mostly. Vito gets a little bit after that, or before. What is it? A little bit after that, I think he gets locked up.
Right. He gets sentenced in, I think, 98 or 99.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't remember
if Vito gets sentenced in 98, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
No, but it had to be probably after that second roundup, and I'll tell you why. Because when he gets picked up, nobody really knows who's talking either.
Right.
And when he gets picked up, it's evident who's talking because they're charging with the murders, and they took three of the people that were talking out of MDC, and that's once they take you out.
Yeah,
you know what's going on. So
medical.
Yeah, medical. Yeah, law visit.
Medical. Lefty's got a question. If you could speak to one person from your past and have a conversation, who would it be, and what would you say?
For my past? Oh wow. Alive or dead? Let's go with the dead. Probably I would like to know more about the Sicilian faction that were around in the 70s. It'd probably be Tony Giordano, Caesar. I always found them the more I learned about them, the more I found them interesting. So much because they didn't come off as those guys that I later learned about, so probably them.
It's the jacket. What's going on? Chris Archula, what's going on, buddy? Aunt C, which one of your brothers he's referring to that gets locked up with
my older brother gets picked up. My brother Phil.
Okay. All right. So we got a couple other things to talk about. We have
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum, real crumb bum.
I have a bit of a crumb bum alert. Frank, we were talking about we got this new Mob Cops movie coming out, right?
Yeah, crumb movie.
And you didn't like it because you found out who was behind it, and then I added another character to the scene that was also behind it. So what is your impression? I don't know if I can play the trailer. I don't want to play it because I don't know who it belongs to. Whatever it is, but go ahead. What is your opinion on that?
Carl says, I lived in Queens my whole life and never heard of this guy. I never heard of you either, Carl.
That's funny, Carlo, because I lived in Queens my whole life and I've never heard of you.
But I never said, but wait a minute, I never said I was anybody. Maybe you're somebody because I never.
No, but it doesn't matter. I lived in Queens my whole life and never heard of this guy.
Yeah, I know.
There's millions of people in this city. I mean, it's quite possible that you haven't heard of everybody, but it's okay.
I played for the Mets.
It's okay, Carlo Caruso. You can hang out. You can say hi first before you start talking shit. At least say hello.
No, keep him on.
At least say hi. Say what's up.
I never heard of this guy. Yeah.
I never heard of him. Proletarian House. Let's get to his question, then we'll get to the Mob Cops movie. Frank, what do you think so many of the farm teams of your era produce so many cooperators? Lack of guidance from elders or just a sign of the times?
I think the deal that Sammy got opened up a lot. Probably you were thinking when you were about to cooperate, if he got 5 years for 19 and I got 4 or 5, whatever they were looking at, or whoever's looking at him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a better deal, but it doesn't usually work that way. He had a lot to give. So I think he opened up that floodgate. Gotti case was a big case. He testified in that case. Obviously, we all know that. Anybody that follows the mob stuff, and I think he did a lot of that. I think even when it comes to Sal Vitale, I did. People say a lot of these people cooperate, know what they're gonna do one day. I'm telling you, I'm seriously. If that was me, I would have did it the first day. I would have signed the paper. I've been to interrogations. I was in there 2.5 years. I had my bad fucking day, and I flipped. But I was the first guy to tell you. The cop came up to me, go fuck yourself. But it is what it is. I flipped. I can't. It is what it is.
Donald Trump, what's going on?
Donnell, Dion. What's up, Dion? What's going on? Dion call. I know.
Dion, what's going on? Rim
what's
time.
Up, Dion? Muggsy.
Carmine S. Rim time. All right, so let's get to this because Joe, Brooklyn Ballbuster, he's talking about the Mob Cops movie looks horrible, and he says that cocksucker Bo Dietl is in the movie too. Yeah, he is a bit of a prick, huh? So the you guys ever watch the series Gravesend? I watched the first season. I'll watch the second one. I have nothing against. I don't have anything against William DeMeo. Everything's all right. I'll watch it.
I got a serious question here. Muggsy said, must answer if I ever met the street boss of Richmond Hill. Muggsy is the street boss. Who is your consigliere?
Here's David Price. Hey guys, if your screens go black, it's just Canada shutting down the Niagara Falls hydroelectricity, New York State, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, fighting this Trump tariff war. Hey, relax over there, buddy. Relax over there. Pasta patate. Everything's going to be all right. Barzalette, my man. What's going on? All right. So what was your first impression? First of all, we have to let everybody know that there is a Mob Cops movie coming out. And I heard about this a while ago. Now, the guy who's behind the movie is Connolly of that show Entourage back in the day. He's been acting for a while. I think he's been acting since he's like a kid or something. And he was behind, of course, that Gotti Travolta movie, which I think everybody kind of agrees is a disaster. And he teamed up with the guy who made a movie called Inside Man, which was a terribly fake storylined disaster of a Roy DeMeo movie. So these two geniuses teamed up together to make a Mob Cops movie. And to me, it looks pretty fucking cringe. In low budget.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that trailer was not appetizing. Put it that way.
Chris Paciello's in the trailer. Did you see him? He's in the car. They have him playing like Eddie Leno. I think they have him playing like Eddie Leno or some shit.
Really?
Because in the scene for the trailer, they pull him over. And you know what the problem with these fucking movies is? And this is the one, when they made that fake-ass Roy DeMeo movie, you could tell that they filmed it on some, like, fucking Los Angeles stage, whatever, fake bullshit. Like, you could tell it's not even filmed in New York. And I'm guessing that this movie's probably going to be the same thing. And I don't like to shit on people being creative, but it's just a shame that people, it's just a shame that like the film industry from a Hollywood, like a real Hollywood, like a lot of money level, has no interest in making interesting organized crime movies. So we're relegated to like B-level, straight to streaming type of films, which is sad, because there's a lot of good stories out there to be told.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you ever notice these freaking actors that play in these mob movies, they're the most cringiest motherfuckers you ever. They actually are more annoying than the fucking gangsters themselves. They actually start acting like that when they're around. Well, one of them is street guys, man, to a degree.
Yeah,
to a degree. Not many, but this movie fucking. I mean, if this kid fucking shits the bed with this one, then he's got to go like for he's got to hang it up, because that other movie was bad. It was really bad. And
Yeah.
it's like one of those faces only a mother could love. You know what I mean? Angel Gotti was all over. Like, was it that bad? You got to watch it again. No, no. 10 minutes for me was good. All right. And, you know, they had other actors in that eventually, originally wanting to be in it, not wanting
Yep.
to be in it for certain parts. And that looks like a good lineup. They even had that Lindsay Lohan in it. Not that she's a great actress, but she was one of them in the beginning. Who else? Joe Pesci. He gave 50 pounds and then sued
Yeah.
the producers. They told him he gave 50 pounds. He was supposed to play, I think, Angelo Ruggiero, but it never came to a fruition. But
It's
hey,
crazy.
then you got that one with the I mean, who's that guy? The Cuban guy that sings Pitbull? Is he Cuban?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they have. I mean, Pitbull music going back and that was the other thing too. If you were listening to the music of the trailer in that Mob Cop, there was modern music.
It's all weird. Like I don't
What's your
really.
fascination with that? Is it about him or is it about the movie? Is it about the time it took place or is it about what I
Well,
like?
here's what I was gonna say too. And this goes down to, like you just said, thank you. You said, is it about him or is it about the movie? You know, there's the old saying, right? Truth is stranger than fiction, right? So when you make a Roy DeMeo movie and you make things up and you add storylines into the story that are not true, like they pulled a Donnie Brasco thing in that where there was a cop that infiltrated the DeMeo crew and he got in with them so deep that it just got so out of control. And then they had a woman playing a role within the crew in the movie. So they just made up this whole fake story that is completely false and not true. So to me, it just comes down to ego, wanting to put your own spin on something, and also simultaneously, like you could make a Roy DeMeo movie if you want. If you think it's going to come down to like, oh, I don't want to rely on Murder Machine, there's other ways to go about it. You know, people think that they have to adapt a movie from the book, and of course, it's the easiest thing to do, right? The book is written, adapt the book, and I'm sure that's going to cost a lot of money. But if you don't want to do that, there's plenty of other fucking things you can do to put out that story, like hang out at the fucking courthouse. I don't know. Call Detective Frank Pergola. Call Pete the Pick LaFrocia. Call
Yeah.
anybody. Call Ross Brodar, who did the documentary about Dominic's life. Go spend months at the fucking courthouse. Read the case. Read the history. Talk to detectives. Talk to FBI agents. I could name a bunch. Tony Nelson. Or you could talk to fucking the prosecutors on the case. You can do these things, but they don't want to because, like I said, they have an ego. They want to put their own creative spin on it, and it's all just B-level bullshit.
Oh,
So
it really
why
is.
would you have to make? Yeah, why would you have to make something up? Just an incredibly bizarre story. Why would you have to make something up? I really don't understand that.
And there
I
was
don't
a
get it.
couple of good B films that I've seen that had would fit into the mob genre. And when it comes to films, were mob movies, and I liked a couple of them. There was one, Federal Hill, with
Uh-huh.
I like that one a lot with
I mean,
Frank Wilson.
if they're not based on anything, that's fine. I don't know if
Yeah,
Federal Hill is. What is that? That's in Rhode Island or some shit.
yeah. I don't know if that I don't think it was a true story. And then there was Among Friends, which kind of like hit close to home. How three kids grow up and they grow up different and they grow up just hating each other. But that's very common, you know.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. But
Yeah, it becomes a point where it's like, I don't know who these movies are made for.
mhm.
Like, who are they made for? Who is their audience? Because people that actually care about this history know what's up. Like, they're gonna see it and be like, this seems a little off. So then it comes down to like, who the fuck is the movie made for? To fulfill your own creative desires? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Who's that? Bobby Fingers, what's up, buddy? Mean Streets, he says.
Yeah, Mean Street.
I never liked Mean Streets because, and I think a lot had to do with. I seen Goodfellas before it, and
Oh.
I thought it was actually a prerequisite for Goodfellas. A lot of the music is the same. A lot of obviously Goodfellas. They put a lot of money into it, and the soundtrack was amazing. That's another thing. Soundtracks make movies, believe it or not, and you need a trailer full of
Oh,
money
yeah.
to use
For sure.
to use music in movies, and that was a good soundtrack. And so was Casino. Casino soundtrack wasn't bad either.
Yeah, Mean Streets is cool. You know, it looks like one of those. It's one of those early films by him, and he's really coming into his, artist. Doing his thing. And obviously, Taxi Driver comes out after. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool from as a timepiece for sure. That New York City shit. What's up, Armand? Mr. Mustache Pete in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey, I knew him as a Mustache Pete. That is,
he's undercover. He's undercover.
Yeah. Well, actually, he sent me the trailer. So shout out to
it's funny, yeah.
The Mustache Pete for wasting 2 minutes of my time that I'll never get back. But
he sent you that, yeah. He sent you that, and 10 minutes before I came on, a friend of mine sent it to me. It's so funny.
What's up, Stunads?
If you had another chance in life to go back, what would you do differently? Career, etc.
I don't know. I still don't know. What I would like, probably being a. I don't know. It's tough. It's still tough today. Probably own a bar. Own a couple of bars.
Pat, what's going on? Taxi Driver is one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time too. Yeah.
Which one? Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
I like when he puts his hand up. He shoots the fingers off.
Oh yeah. I'll kill you.
So fucking cheesy.
I love it. No, it's one of my favorite movies. Top 3 for me.
I like Jodie Foster. She's always been pretty good, man. But very talented at a young age too.
Once Upon a Time in America. Which one was that again? I always forget.
De Niro, James Woods, Foresight. It's about a coming of age film. They get in. It takes place in Williamsburg. I don't have the Williamsburg background. If you don't see the Williamsburg Bridge. Matter of fact, the trailer has them. You know my other background with the bridge.
Yeah.
Has 4 kids walking on that in that very same scene. Very good movie. A little too long, but good. Very good.
I like Sleepers too. Sleepers was cool.
Yeah, State of Grace was another good one, Chris.
State of Grace, yeah. Sleepers is kind of supposed to be, loosely with the Westies thing too.
I think the actors that grow up in neighborhoods like they're dying out in New York City. You know, how many good New York City actors are there today compared to the ones you had in the 70s and 80s? I think John Cassell was from Boston, Massachusetts, actually. But he played a good New York, and then him and we talk about 1972, him and Pacino in The Dog Day Afternoon, and then The Godfather. You talk about versatility. You talk about Pacino playing a homosexual male, homosexual that's looking to rob a bank to get his. Can you use the word transvestite?
Of course, yeah. Whatever you want.
Transvestite girlfriend, a sex operation. And so he went from being Michael Corleone to this guy, and which was one of my favorite films anyway.
Right.
Yeah, and
Leon, a bunch of stuff at that time, yeah.
And Leon, remember that was the name of his girlfriend.
Leon. Yeah. John Cazale, rest in peace, John Cazale.
Yeah, great actor. But yeah, and we're not talking about Tony Peach's Leon.
No, no. Johnny Dangerously, that was a good one. Joe Piscopo and Michael Keaton.
Yeah, you fucking icehole.
My mother did that to me once.
Oh, okay. How you say it? Proletarian assassin.
Proletarian assassin, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. What's up? The Gotti movie, the '96 one, very good. Yes.
That's a good movie too. Now, once again, that's another movie where maybe they didn't have all the information, but even in that movie, yeah, looking back historically, we know they made some things up. Of course, Sammy wasn't involved with the Favara murder, and obviously they throw these. But regardless, still a good movie. Still gets the job done. Still a pretty good movie. Tells a great story. But some of this other stuff is just.
Chris said The Deer Hunter was a good movie. I think that's the last one John Cassell made, and Meryl Streep was in it too. That was his fiance at the time.
I wish I never made Godfather 3. That was the Sofia Coppola one, right?
Didn't she? She was horrible, but she turned out to be a pretty good director.
Yeah. What about Goodfellas 2? That's funny. What would Goodfellas 2 be about?
Tommy comes back.
Goodfellas 2, The Return of Tommy.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Make a fucking zombie Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. Goodfellas 2.
Hey,
I
you know,
mean,
half his fucking face.
there's a lot of storylines to be told. I guess the Lufthansa guys, that's done with. I guess you can't really do that again.
Carmine Esco, did you see Joe Pesci's first mob movie? Yeah, I did. It was actually funny.
I saw that on YouTube. I think somebody sent that to me a while ago.
Yeah.
How about Donnie Brasco? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Even though they make stuff up, whatever, they don't have all the information.
I mean, if I didn't know anything, and that
still a good movie, right?
Yeah, it had a good storyline.
Yeah. Was the violence? Well, that's something that was made up. The triple homicide. That seems totally made up. I mean, they had Pistone chopping legs off and shit.
I don't really want, but listen, when you have a big guy and you open him up like that, there's gonna be a lot of blood. I mean, if you take a big fucking tomato and smash it, and you're gonna get a lot of fucking pulp, whatever the fuck is in a tomato.
Carlito's Way, good movie too. There's a movie that is also a Carbon Calabrese copy of the Goodfellas called The Ruthless or Ospitato.
Hospitado. That was, I mean, like The Guest. It's actually insane how similar the films are. It's Italian. Oh, wow. I got to check it out for sure. I like Italian films a lot. My favorite Italian mob film is The Traitor.
I got to watch that. You told me.
Check it out. It's really good. It's based on Tommaso Buscetta.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
I mean, they even make the actors look just like and act very good.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they would try to do it the right way. Over here, we fuck everything up over here. Everybody's whatever.
We'll try to do it. Yep. Domenico says.
Gotti 96, he had Sammy working for Carlo Gambino. You never met him. It was a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah, they get it wrong. I mean, there's people that still think that they know what's going on in the mob, and that makes me laugh. I hate fucking talking about the same guy, but he, one of the content creators, and I'm gonna give a content creator credit when he deserves it. I was checking out Sakali's show the other day, and he has good numbers. He's doing really good, and I'm saying to myself, he's probably right now. And then when he comes on, he has a lot of people on his chat. If he's not number one, he's close to it right now. You were
telling me that before. I remember last year. He had like 20,000 something subs. Whatever. That's fine. And
I'm talking about numbers. Why the content?
He's got like 60,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, and I like his stuff until it gets they start hating on each other, one guy to another.
A washwoman Mancuso.
Yeah, I'm not into that. So, but hey, he's doing something right? He's doing really good. So, congratulations to Dominic Sicali.
Yeah, Gaslight for sure. Yeah, we've talked about that before too. Yeah, and in fairness to them, for sure. Yeah, they definitely didn't have all the information, and they were going off Pistone.
I think we come pretty close to what we did our own research and investigating on that case, on the 3 captain hit, and we actually, I think it's the second episode. Am I correct?
The 3 capos hit, I believe it is. Yeah. Might be in the first 4, somewhere in the first 4.
Yeah, check it out, people. Check it out.
Domenico says the lead in the Calabrese movie I mentioned, Ruth, is the same actor that played Buscetta in The Traitor. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. No, you got to check it out, bro. It's a pretty good movie.
Sinatra Club, I've never seen that. Thoughts on the Thames documentary Crime Inc. Crime Inc. Have I seen that? What's Crime Inc.? Is that like a series? Sounds familiar.
I vaguely remember it. They had a VHS, I think.
Crime Inc.
series. You had tapes, and I remember seeing something Crime Inc. and I believe it's about the 1931 mob, the forming of the mob, the Mazzaria hit. It might be that one, but I'm sure. I could be wrong, but I could be wrong.
David Lopez. What's going on, Bo? You see me in the movies, Bo?
Why would
Stop the baloney, huh? Who the hell knew you either?
And then stop the baloney. Who the fuck in the mob says stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that?
Oh, now you want to act like a clown? What do you mean? Or stop the baloney?
I'm gonna act
You
like a
never heard
clown.
that?
Stop the fucking baloney.
You never
No,
heard that?
I heard it from people who graduated from Harvard. Stop the baloney. I never heard that on the street. No.
I graduated from
Sammy,
Harvard.
Michael.
Yeah,
Let me
wherever
tell
the
you
fuck you
something.
graduated, I
got
don't
the
know.
nerve.
I like Patrick Bet David in the background. Sammy and Michael, listen, Sammy.
You know what's funny? That was so set up. I know Sammy. I can tell he's so about to laugh because they're going back and forth. It's so phony. And I know when he's mad. When he's mad, he doesn't even crack a smile for nothing. He just goes on and he overpowers the conversation.
Crime Inc. has Joe Cantaloupe and some guy who claimed. David, is that the one? Is that the one that has the guy who was in Carlito's Way? Who plays Tony Taglialucci in Carlito's Way? You know, the mob boss in prison and they kill him on the boat. Is that the same one? Or was that an HBO thing? If that's the one, then I've seen it.
No, this goes back. I remember that one. There's a scene where they're fucking him, Luciano. They give him a scar or something.
Okay. I'm getting confused.
Even Bauer might be in it.
Proletarian assassin. Biggest question: what have those poor washwomen ever done to be so hated by the mob? Lots of washwoman slander going on.
I don't get it. No. It's personal.
Samantha B, what's going on?
I don't get it.
OG, he says, stop the baloney.
OG Mike, what's up, my man? I haven't seen OG Mike in a while.
Question: did Frank ever hear about Gas Pipe and Vic before they went away?
Vic, not Gas Pipe. You got to remember, they weren't from my neighborhood.
Why would you have heard of Vic? Because you lived in Howard Beach?
I think because he was the boss. You know,
right.
and not about what he's doing. Who is cool? There wasn't a lot of Lucchese's in my neighborhood. You know that.
No, I know.
Yeah. There wasn't too many, but hearing like who's up in the family, you know, Vic's name used to come up now and then. I never seen him.
Okay. And see 146 people. Please hit that like. Really appreciate you guys being here.
Where's that guy? I never heard of that guy. Get the fuck out of here.
Never heard of you either. OG Ruby Almighty, glad to see you here. That was a cool chat we had over there at Manage before. That was pretty cool. That ended up being better than I thought it would be.
You know, I'm always interested in any type of crime, even when it comes to New York. You know what I mean?
Yep. Brett, both the guy that wrote Carlito's Way, an ex-federal judge. Oh, shit. Ex-federal judge and the Puerto Rican gangster he wrote it about are both still alive. Was it revealed who the gangster was that he wrote it about, though? I thought that was like under wraps, unless you know.
That was one of them prison books I read, too.
Crime Inc. is a documentary series on YouTube. Oh, Jimmy the Weasel's in. Okay, yeah. No, yeah. I've seen probably a bunch of clips from those things, but I just didn't know what it was from, probably. Chris Archer, you ever run into Charlie Kninks?
No. Who we were talking? We were talking about that the other day. You were with Howie, and
well, anytime I talk to like an older Howard Beach guy from that area, I always ask about that guy because, like Chris Archell, I'm very interested in the story of those two brothers. They're fascinating to me for some reason. Have you seen anything going on in Pleasant Avenue? No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Yeah. What Joey Frake says, can we get a Mikey Y store, right? Mikey, which Mikey Y? But yeah, he's a tough kid in jail, man. There weren't a lot of people fucking. He stepped up to anybody who give him a fucking. Which you're supposed to, but not only do you step up and kick the ass too, you know, because you got to fight no matter what. But you can get got too.
Yeah.
Is that Michael? Yeah, it's Mike. What's up, Michael? Shout out to Michael.
Who else is here? Oh, are they making a Miguel Battle movie? Benicio del Toro? Is that right? That is fucking pretty interesting.
Michael goes, thank you. I go, well, yeah, you were a tough guy in there.
That's cool. That's cool, Proletarian. I didn't know that.
He
Speaking of Cuban before, that's a Cuban guy right there, Jose Miguel Battle. He was like the leader of like the Jersey, what was that, Jersey City Cubans. And I think he was a part of the Bay of Pigs invasion. He was like one of those guys that they sent those Cubans over there to and then he basically came out of it. I think he was in the military, and he became a Cuban fucking mob boss, kingpin. I think they operated out of Union City, New Jersey, or Jersey City, some shit like that.
Yeah. When I was in jail with Mikey, I mean, there was this guy, Bobby McNeese, aka Henry, and this guy was fucking scared to death of Mike. And when Mike used to fuck, because this guy was the biggest fucking bitch in there. He thought he was a correction officer. I actually thought he had a fuck. He was on what's his face's show.
He was on Stax's show, right?
Stax show, that guy.
No.
Now Bobby McNeese has a great story too. He was with Vic Amuso in fucking Atlanta, and they convict. They got convicted while they were both doing life, so they tried to start a drug operation, according to Henry. But you know how that goes. And it was at Iowa where Henry's from, Bobby McNeese. So while he was over there, this is crazy. While he was over there, I guess in the jail he was in, you could talk to chicks on the other side. But I mean, you can't be with them because there'd be a lot of pregnant chicks. But you could talk to them. And there's this one girl that comes up to one time. She goes, her and her boyfriend, they off the family. Okay. They off the family. The 3 kids and 2 parents. And since he was getting all this publicity from the case that him and a mob boss from New York caught in Iowa, this chick thought maybe, well, I'm talking to the right guy. This guy's a mobster. And I want the bodies taken from X to another one. True, he was a bitch. You see Mike there. He goes from one place to another. And he says, I can do that for you. But so what does he do? He's doing life. He caught another fucking case. And Iowa didn't agree with the feds. Like, you could tell, but doesn't mean we're gonna give you a deal. You know, you're not gonna fucking walk on us, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like a catch-22 at the time. But anyway, he wires up on the girl, and they actually find the bodies. Okay, the guy who was involved, not the girl, the guy. There was a guy and a girl, but the guy was put to death a couple of years ago in Terre Haute.
Good.
In a federal case. Yeah. And that was thanks to, so that's actually a good thing. If you're going to be a fucking
right.
a rat, I guess might as well fucking taking these low lifes off the fucking street.
Solve a cold case or some shit.
And put him to death. Fucking kids are involved. They fucking kill kids. You know? So he did that. But he still wasn't getting the deal. And they both got together. They go, look, man, this fucking guy, he's been not violent. He didn't go to jail for violence. He went to jail for heroin. Tried to sell heroin or rubber bank, one or the other. But it was something that had to do with life, okay? And to make a long story short, they gave him the okay, but it took a while. So he was in there for at least 25 years. And
wow.
He opened that case, and I guess he did a good thing in that
interesting. Yeah. Have you ever eaten at Rayos?
Me? No. My spot was, and I used to go a lot, was Mr. Chow's in Manhattan. I used to go a lot back in the day, like twice a week. But I also knew the people worked there, so it was like going to see friends too at the same time.
Albanian Ute says, Frankie, do you know Pete Rose from the Bananos?
Well, I don't, but I didn't. He just kind of like, he was another one who didn't get picked up. He just went to the fucking prosecutors himself and said, hey, look, I want to cooperate, and yeah, okay, no problem.
OG
I know
Ruby says
Joey
she's
Frank. What?
watching Narco
Joey
Wars.
Frank, you could ask him. He's here.
Any stories about making their way up to the Poughkeepsie, New York area?
Wow, best Asian food, he says.
I don't know. I don't know about that. You know any Poughkeepsie stuff? I don't know.
No, I don't.
I don't. I know a Roy DeMayo pimp that was operating in Poughkeepsie, but that's about it. One tough cop. Yeah, you know, that attack on that nun is a true story, David Lopez. That really did happen. I don't know what Bo Dietl says in the movie. I don't know what the movie does though. I'm really not sure. Stephen Baldwin, I believe, plays him in that movie.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sid Litsky. Frank, you mentioned last week when Howie was on about Carmine C being able to throw hands. Is that a rumor or truth?
Carmine C. Agnello. Oh, Carmine. No, he was strong as a motherfucker. I went to school with him. Carmine stood in front of me in the freshman year. He was a strong little fuck. He was strong. You sure
Thank you, Doug Jack.
You sure would have tore up about fucking 90% of our beach.
Okay. Thank you, Doug Jack. Appreciate it. Yeah, Greg Scarpa. Yeah, you're right, Proletarian. Yep. One of the craziest stories ever in the mob. Should be impossible to fail. Yeah, you would think, right? You would think. Wohop on Mott Street. There you go. Wohop is great. What else? Gaslight Studios rebooted. Anyone know about Giuseppe Bono's wedding when you were on the street? That's the wedding that gave birth to so many photos.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Is that the one where all these photos going around? Nobody, even if they were there, they're gonna tell you we're in there.
Right.
Hey, I seen you you don't go to nobody like that's in that life and tell them I seen pictures of you, unless somebody's taking them. Then you tell them who's taking them. That's different.
Dominic Calandri, you know what? He says, Frank, did you spend any time in Rick's while in the Northwest?
What's that?
I don't know.
No. My favorite place says Daniel's Boiler Room.
Daniel's Boiler Room. Okay. Scott H. Jesse Ross, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
Hey, tonight? Jesse, how are you?
How you doing? All right. Bono wedding, 1980. Yeah, Vinny Gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him. He looked, right. He looked very young in that picture. Yeah, I see a lot of people sometimes like catching in those photos. I'm like, oh wow, okay, and I gotta look again, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like
144 people
at one time, and he was the guy. Remember when I got into that incident when we went looking for Frank the mechanic, and then they called me in. They want to know what the fuck happened. John Licata was one of them there with my cousin, and another guy, Enzo the electrician, and he was at the wedding, and I had to look real close. He had black hair and everything. Ever since I knew him, I always thought he had gray hair. You know.
He says there's a strip club.
When I was there, they took down the strip clubs. And then they opened up again when I went back the second time. I don't go to many strip clubs when I'm in Seattle. I got the family, you know. I try.
Photographer must have at the time of his life with his fee and all the tips that must have been going around. Was he actually a mechanic? Theo says.
Who?
Frank? Would you say the Frank?
Yeah, he was a mechanic, I guess. I mean, I never took a car to him, but yeah, he was a mechanic.
Did Teresa Bonventuri ever get mentioned by Baldo after Caesar got whacked?
No, he never met. I'll tell you what, he didn't even ever mention Caesar at all. I mean, you probably would have never known he knew him if he didn't have a coffee shop on 13th Avenue that was still named Caesar's.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
On 18th Avenue, you said?
13th. Dyke, what 13th. Is that? Dyke Heights?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Easty Kid wants to know if you were close to getting made.
I don't think so. Not. You know, people. You know, I let people decide that, but not when I Not when I was around. You know, if I would have went to jail, came back for sure. The Bonanno family, the landscape changed in 2000, where at one time it was hard because the pedigree I had, it was the money fucking management skills I didn't have, and that's what he was looking for at the time. He didn't want another zip who knew how to fucking shoot a gun. That was scary to him. He doesn't want that shit. Matter of fact, I had to watch out sometimes. I didn't fucking get killed. Me or my friends. So it was I don't think so. But I got close with him in jail, and we did talk a lot about stuff that he would wouldn't have talked to me on the outside. So yeah, I don't know.
Chris
but
wants
then
to know
again, 2000 anybody got made, fucking whatever.
Yeah. Chris is asking about witness protection after getting out of jail.
Yeah. We also have 2 episodes on that, phase 1 and phase 2, where I talk about going in and where in the jail situation, and I also talk about on the outside, because that's the phase 1 is when you're in jail. Check it out.
Miss Kiera Lee says Frank made me. Oh, that's great. And
Yeah.
she says your skin looks great. It's glowing.
Thanks. I can change that.
That's great.
Oh,
no. Thoughts on Totorina and Bernardo Provenzano, if you know much about either.
Yeah, I mean, very, very, very powerful man. They're different. One was in about the Provenzano just thought that Totorina was a lot fucking just too crazy. It was, how people come after certain other people and say they're bringing this shit down, this life and everything like that. Well, Provenzano thought of Totorina, and they were both godfathers in Sicily, out of Corleone, and he felt that Totorino was bringing that whole life down, the way he was going about things, and he was
too brazen, too violent.
Yeah, I mean, kids, fucking just statement killings, acid bats were, it was just a lot. There was a 15-year-old, an Inzarello kid, 15-year-old. He wanted to avenge his father's death. Watch The Traitor. I mean, it actually portrays that scene. And the kid goes, I want to kill the guy who I want to kill my dad. And he's talking to one of his dad's friends. So one of his dad's friends goes, well, what did he shoot? What's your favorite shooting hand? He goes, this one. He goes like the left, and he fucking axes his arm right the fuck off and feeds it to the pig.
Fuck.
That kind of shit.
Oof.
There was a lot of stuff. Love you later, Miss Kira Lee. Gotcha.
Proletarian. Did Castellamare always have one family? There were several at any time.
Different factions, but same family. I mean, different over the years.
Yeah, D'Agosto. We were talking about it before. Yeah, we saw it all right.
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum, a real crumb bum.
We saw it.
Well, yeah, under Messina, a lot of people wouldn't be made that out today. Like, for example, if one of your parents fucking had a problem with drugs or that was a no. If you ever called a cop, that was a no. There was a lot of things, but then he had his favorites too. There was a lot of fucking straight out bums he made. So white trash fucking Bonanno members. Every family has them.
Hey, speaking of like organized crime and popular culture, like movies, books, stuff like that.
Drum.
Did you and your friends have like were you allowed to talk about mob movies, like, or were like the older guys like, what are you watching that?
Yeah, me and my friends, of course. I remember going to see Godfather 3 with my friend. Paul actually liked the movie, Paul Ragusa, but we went on Christmas. It was his birthday.
I mean, I know you're allowed to talk about it amongst your peers, but like, what about the older guys? Like, did you ever like Like, I wonder what Vinny Asaro thought about Goodfellas, stuff like that. Like,
I think the American guys talk more of the movies than the Italian organized crime guys do. But everybody loved The Godfather. It didn't matter who you were, Sicilian or Italian American or Italian American. But everybody it wasn't a conversation. It was just like good movie and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear
Well, what you read, you're laughing.
Let's see. Drum Capella in the house. Samantha B. Tracy Gamwell, what's going on? Tracy Gamwell, are my messages coming through? I see them, but as far as that's the first one I saw. Did you say something before? I'm not sure.
No, yeah.
Oh, you said, hey guys. Yeah, what's up, Tracy? I see 2 messages from you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Michael says the older guys love Goodfellas.
Okay. Jesse Ross says, I liked Mobsters. Mobsters. Which one's that?
Is that a movie? Oh, you like Mobsters.
You like them, or is that a movie? Matt says, hey, kill me.
What
already.
the fuck, man? What's going on? Good to
kill
see
me
you.
already.
What happened?
What happened? You still at work? I know Matt listens at work. He's at work. He's fixing people's, I don't know what's going on. It might have had a power line that went down. Talking about Spiro and Joe B.
In what way, Mike?
When he talked about older guys that he knows that like the movies. Trying to fix the graphics.
Yeah, the Italian American ones. Yeah. Not the the ones that dance like this when the freestyle music comes at the weddings.
Yeah, Matt's always busting his ass.
A lot of like Jackie DeRoche, he showed pictures that when he was on the outside, he had the comb over.
Okay, yeah.
so did Patty Catalano.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, yeah.
The comb over. They had the wigs. Fred Copa had a wig.
Really?
Yeah, you can't wear that shit in jail.
Greg DePalma. You have any dealings with Greg DePalma?
No, I remember him in jail though. He was in a wheelchair, fucking, he's another one with his fucking mouth. He so there was the guy from the Bronx, the South Bronx, and the Cowboys and Harlem. Remember them, the Dominican?
I heard of them. Yeah.
Mayo, he got shot in the back. He was fucking in a wheelchair. So they were like in a wheelchair unit, and he's asking this fucking Dominican guy that he wants 2 people killed outside. So he wires up on him up in the fucking MDC. They all go to they were going to trial at the time. Obviously, I had a flip, and I would see him always at the fucking in the court while they were going. And for whatever reason, there was 2 old guys in wheelchairs. I didn't know who the other guy was, and the Palmer, and this guy, another guy in a wheelchair, fucking testified against them, and the verdict came in, and they got found not guilty because they didn't like this fucking El Feo, which means ugly in fucking
ugly
Spanish. So El Feo got Freddy Krueger, what the fuck it was, and they got up from the wheelchair. They go hallelujah, hallelujah, like they fucking
yeah,
fucking crazy.
Jesse Roth, Christian Slater, oh, I remember that one. I was a kid. Yeah, Christian Slater, Patrick Dempsey one. Yeah.
There were these kids. They used to write their fucking decals on like the mob movies on their fucking cars. We used to fucking give it to them. Men of respect. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. They're like car clubs, I guess.
Yeah. Matt, he's dealing with a graphics card. I guess he's trying to fix his computer. He just wanted to stop in. Sorry. What are you saying sorry for? What the?
Who's that? For what? You're welcome, man. Come on, man. Did they still do that in fucking like the hoods in New York? When somebody dies, they turn their cars into fucking.
You see it every once in a while. Yeah, you see it every once in a while. Not so much on the hoods.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not so much on the hood now. People do it the cheap way where they get that shit where you can write on the glass, so they'll just write on their rear windshield, and it'll just stay there for however long. Anthony Tavernese.
Anthony, Deanna asked a good question. What do I miss about the 3 things you miss about Ridgewood? Food, food for sure, and I can tell you where. I miss a Rose's Pizza. Check out Roses on Fresh Pond Road. Good people. The Upside Down, you guys call it now.
Definitely. Roses,
very good, very good. The Troyer family. They've been making pizza for years, and they're really good at it. Who else is there? Zoom Stammtisch. When I get my German, I like German food. I love German food. And a Kaiser roll, and the best Kaiser rolls, hands down. I'm not biased. They're really good. Go to Grimaldi's and check out that Kaiser rolls. They're really good.
Matt, one of Matt's friends passed away. My friend Pasquale died. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Matt.
He's having a bad day.
For Pasquale for sure.
Definitely, Matt. Yeah, we're sorry, buddy. Sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it sucks when you lose a young
fucking life, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, Matt, man. I hope your day gets better. Maybe take a break from killing yourself over that graphics card.
Paulie G forever, Mike says. Yeah, Paulie G was a friend of Michael.
My friend dying and finding out 2 weeks. Oh, you didn't find out till 2 weeks later. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You know what? And you know, there's people from Bath Avenue, and there's a couple of guys that come out and talk sometime. I'm not gonna say who. And I asked my friend, which is my friend, I said, how do you feel about this guy? He goes, well, like 70% about it is half truth. The other 30% is pure bullshit. So I'm not gonna mention who he's mentioning, but he feels that way. And who better to know than him? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Any of you eat John's Pizza? Bleecker? Yeah, I've eaten. If you're talking about that, yeah. For shizzle. Very good place.
Have you ever got to see Tommy Karate in jail?
I have.
I guess anybody can these days.
You know what? Frank De Palma told Jimmy the Weezer that Nino Gaggio Funzitieri had loan shark and financing West Premier their wiretap. Yeah, that's why Nino got wrapped up in that indictment. But Nino actually ended up beating that case, as you probably know, David Price. Now they hit him with like bankruptcy fraud and all types of shit. But Nino ended up beating that one. Lack of evidence. So they let Nino go, and then he, and he fucking butchers a guy in Florida and commits a double homicide later on. How many 50-year-old, 55, 56, 57-year-old guys do you know were running around committing double homicides in cars? Not many, I would say. Not
double
many.
Homicides in cars?
Yeah, like blowing people's heads off in cars, fucking butchering people in Florida. Not many, I'd wager to say. Maybe Greg Scarpa would be one of those guys too.
What's Michael say? Put that one.
Not that Nino is a Greg Scarpa type, but
Jimmy Calendar, fakest ever.
Fakest ever, JS. Oh, just saying. He's saying, hey, you said it. I got nothing against Jimmy. Sometimes I drop a, you know what? But that's
well, wait a minute. You know who Michael is, right?
What?
You know who Michael is?
Oh, is that Michael?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. No, I had no idea. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Say
now.
That. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was listening. Somebody asked him what wanted a story, and he popped up.
I'm sorry.
It's a pleasure to have him. He's like a really true friend of mine.
My apologies.
He's like a true friend of mine.
I didn't
Shout
know.
out to Mike.
Shout out to you, sir. I didn't.
I wouldn't even said that but it's okay with him because we've been in the situation. I said, hey man,
of course,
shout you out.
Yes. Okay. Hey, and thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Who else? Dre is in the house. Jesse Roth. They only butcher people in Florida on Tuesdays. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Well, then you're a Sabres fan. Okay. 150 people, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like button. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you. Like
for always, Monday live stream.
56 Topic Nation. You guys are the best. I love you. Like my Brooklyn Dodger fucking jersey. Yes.
Michael says nothing but love.
Legend himself, Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, that's a good nothing but love for both of you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you. What is that? One of those Michelin S jerseys you got there? Was that one of them fancy ones?
No. It's one of them Amazon ones.
Oh, whatever gets the job done.
We
Whatever.
premiered Pinot Silvestre, Cologne's official cologne of the Gyps. You know, now you could smell like one too. And I don't like it. I don't like the cologne.
Samantha B says she used to go to the Westchester Premiere Theater with my aunt, uncle, and yeah. So that photo that you guys see, it's like Sinatra, Carlo Gambino, I think Jimmy the Weasel's in it. That was taken at the Westchester Premiere. Paul Castellano might actually be in that photo, if I'm not mistaken. Tommy Bilotti is in it. Yeah, that's the Westchester Premiere Theater. Yeah, they all got in trouble for that one over there.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Westies book, Frank?
Thoughts on the Westies book? I never read it.
Oh, you should read it.
I never read it. I read articles about the Westies, and they look like a pretty fierce group. I know that was that movie State of Grace that was based on.
Yeah, but that's kind of that's a great book. T.J. English, yeah, great writer.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
It's a great
I grew up
book.
in Ridgewood. I miss Catania Bakery. Theo Money. Yeah, Catania Bakery. Joe Catania has a nice bakery there. He's one of the better ones when it comes to the bread business for sure. There's a lot of good bread people. Monreal is another one that's in Glendale. Check that out too, if it's still there. Grand Bakery, especially their house breads. You know, the ones that been around forever and they still sell them.
Yeah. Blink Man. Yeah, is that right? Okay. Matt still chilling, not trying to crash Matt, there's no such thing as crashing the live stream, buddy. You're here, you're hanging out.
Yeah, man, you're good, buddy. Stay here. I'd rather you stay here and get your mind off with things that you know.
Yeah.
You know how those things are, man.
It's all good, man.
How was Catalano's Bakery? Anthony Terranese, their cakes were really good back in the day. If you're into that kind of like the casadas, the Italian, the Sicilian, the Italian cakes, they were pretty good. They were good, but I'm not with the ricotta fillings and everything. But when you were a kid, you want Carvel. What the fuck, you know?
True.
I was bitching about the fucking cake when I turned 10. My dad fucking tipped over the cake and wanted to whip my ass.
Little crunchies in there.
I wanted fucking Carvel.
Carvel crunchies.
The first time he almost fucking came close to giving me a beat.
Barzalette. I love Joe Sicilian. Yeah, I love Joe Sicilian too. Yeah, that's a Bayside staple. Yeah, Matt. I'm sorry again. Yeah, I lost how many friends that way? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm sorry. Jesse wrote something. That was funny. Yeah. The fucking overdose, especially right now with the fucking opiates and the OD fucking shit. I'm telling you, you should mandatory get a fucking life sentence if you're selling that shit to anybody. Period. Especially if you know what you got and you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Frank, love those cakes. Grimaldi's bread was the best.
Yeah, they were. They were good. They was very good hands working for that. For, when I mean hands, I mean bakers working for Grimaldi at one time, and they probably still do. I'm talking about when I was there, But yeah, there was a lot of guys that have been around the neighborhood, older guys that baking bread forever. I mean, his dad, Vito's dad, was a baker, and probably his dad before that. But they've been in the business a long time.
I asked you this once before too. I asked if there was a family connection, but you said no, right?
To who? No. Not the
Grimaldi Pizza. It's a totally different thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no. Gaslights. Have I ever met Frank Lino? If so, what did you think of him? I liked him. I like Frank Lino. We had common. What we had in common was that we liked sports, especially baseball. He was a big baseball fan. I'm a big baseball fan. Talked about that. At the time, Frank Copa had cooperated. We talked about he was really close with Frank Copa. He was feeling really emotional about it, because the feds were showing him pictures of him and Copa together. And this was when they wanted to break him, obviously. and you know, he flipped, but he comes from a big mob family too. So, you know, like myself, like myself, his family didn't take too well to him flipping.
Yeah. Ever you hang out in Astoria or by St. John's University? I mean, me personally, I mean, hung out there as like a thing. No, I mean, but I've definitely been around there, been restaurants, whatever. I remember by St. John's, there used to be this one like bar restaurant I would go to every once in a while. I think it was called the Sly Fox, if I'm not mistaken.
Kind of remember that.
And there used to be this Mexican spot that I don't think's there anymore that I used to go to every once in a while. Astoria, yeah. I mean, I go to Astoria. I don't know if I wouldn't say hanging out though. I usually go there with a purpose if I'm going to eat at a restaurant or something like that. But yeah, Queens, right? I mean, you've been around these spots too, right?
Yeah. Astoria. I used to go to Silver Screens, and I used to go to Papagallo right there on I think it's Steinway. Then I went to a couple of Greek ones because I had a couple of Greek friends, and we used to go to the, you know, where they break plates and shit. Fanati's, that was the name of the place, Fanati's, and I used to go there.
Oh, yeah.
How this is coming to me, I don't fucking know. There was a bakery over there, Ammonia's, that was pretty good. So yeah, I used to go sometimes, not much, but sometimes.
Yeah, always good Greek food, of course.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Ballbuster, Joey from Greenpoint. Joey from Greenpoint, right? Push that subscribe button, push that like button, because 52 Topics with Frank Fiordilino is the best there is, best there was, and the best there'll ever be. This is the wrestling.
Thank you.
Mad Dog Joe said so.
Mad Dog Joe. With great stories, by the way.
He's cutting promos on us. There we go.
Yeah, that's our man. That's the true friend of the show. Thank you. If
you don't listen to Joe, we're gonna send him over there, and he's gonna do this to you. He's gonna do this to you. He's gonna fucking bang you on the head.
What's that? Spanakopia, the one, the spinach?
Spanakopia, yeah, spinach pie, yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
The phyllo paper.
Oh yeah, love it. And then they got the other one with the custard in it. Where's the Greeks in here? What is it called? The bugas?
Baklava.
No, not the baklava. It's like
not
a
baklava.
cheese.
That's
Man, I love baklava, but there's another one with the flaky, baklava. And it's called like a bugas, some shit like that. Somebody tell me something with a B. Bugasta, some shit. I don't know. I'm butchering it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. With all you're going through, bro. I mean, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Eat your dinner until you play the war. Matt, thank you so much, buddy. Much appreciated. Appreciate you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. You're the man, dude.
There was one. Is there any coffee shops in Ridgewood anymore? I haven't been to Ridgewood in a while. I would have to say yes, but there's one on Fresh Park Road. Go say hi to my brother Phil.
Thanks again, Matt. Appreciate you, buddy. All the time, buddy. All the time. Appreciate you, man.
Tell him I sent you.
Bugazza. There you go. Thank you.
Bugazza.
That's what I'm talking about. It's the same thing with the phyllo dough, but it's like almost like a white custardy kind of thing in there. Almost like a burek. You ever had a burek?
What's a burek? Is that
burek? No, burek is like
sounds like Serbian.
It's like, yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, Serbian, Albanian. It's like same thing with the flaky dough. You can get it with spinach. You can get it with
Where's Pedge when you need him?
Yeah, where's Pedge? Yo, Pedge, where you at?
Help me out with that. We used to go to this fucking Yugoslavian bakery in the morning. They eat meat pies in the morning. They just a different breed.
That's probably a burek. Yeah, it's probably a burek with
yeah. Oh, Deon's there. Deon, what's the name of those meat pies they used to sell on Seneca Avenue? Hey, Matt, you don't feel good? You want to come up here for a little bit and talk? You know, we're here for you, brother.
For sure. That was the meat burek. You see? I know my shit.
It was burek. So you have some Serbian friends as well?
No, I just, actually, I don't. I don't think I've ever had a Serbian. I just,
really?
I don't know. Queens, whatever. Queens. I mean, you just eat all that shit,
Your liver will go before you hit 40. I'm telling you right now. Well, Živeli, as they say in Serbia.
Cheese burek, meat pie.
You know what Živeli means?
A what?
Givali
No.
means salute.
Oh, salute. Okay. Yeah, they have spinach. Yeah, cool.
Hey,
That's
what's
all.
up, Brian G? What's up, my man?
It's all Balkan food. Yeah, I love that stuff. That's good stuff. Rosa Pizza Maspeth. Yeah, they opened one up in Bayside. I think it's the same family. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's probably the Troyer family. They're all over the place. I was good friends with some of the brothers. They're hardworking people. They've been making pizza forever. They had one on Grand Avenue. They had one on Metropolitan Avenue, not too far from each other. And then the one at Fresh Pond, that was like 3 blocks from my house. I said, shit, the best thing that ever happened. Great pizza.
I might come up for a bit. All right, that'll be cool, Matt. Definitely.
Yeah. Please do.
Technically considered a pastry. Albanians make it great. There's a spot, Tony's on Arthur Avenue. Okay, yeah. I think I know that spot. I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I follow that guy maybe on Instagram, maybe. Pasta Batate, trying to get a 4-year-old to listen right now. Listen to us or listen to you? Who's he listening to?
Probably, but he probably said because that's always going to be hard.
Big Monty 1. Galacto Barico. Am I saying that right? Galacto Barico?
That sounds like a stick song.
Maybe you have to say it in one. Galacto Barico. I imagine it probably has to say it should be said like that.
Captain Robato, Galacto Barico.
The Israelis call it a bureka.
A bolika?
New York City.
A bolika. You know what a bolika is?
Do I have the thin pizza crust? What do you mean, do we have it?
What pizza?
Yeah, we got a lot of thin pizza places. I mean, some people do it medium thick. Some people do it fucking cracker thin sometimes. I like a thinner slice. Drum Capella, 11 nationalities have that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, they're all fighting. Who invented hummus? Who invented falafel? I'm going to cut your head off. My great uncle's nephew's cousin's 17th ancestor created the fucking hummus. Who the hell knows? Israelis make the falafel better than this. This guy makes it better than that.
Sicilians make the best falafel.
This guy's got, hey, relax on that one, huh?
Right, Drum.
No, you guys make it. You call it something else. Is a name for it.
Panelli.
It's like flat. There you go.
Chickpea fritters. That's what they are.
There you go. Yeah. Sfogliatelli. That's the what they call it? The lobster thing or whatever, kind of.
Sfogliatelli. Yeah. Then it becomes sfogliatelli. Give me the 12 of them sfogliatelli. You know, the Italian Americans. I love them. A lot of my friends are Italian Americans. Okay, but God, they fucking kill the Italian.
Well, they butcher it. Yeah.
Murder. Just give them another fucking charge for that. The amount of goats.
Around here, they say New York City pizza is thin. I mean, generally, Chris Archula, yeah, we're definitely known for a thinner crust, but you'll get a thick, sloppy slice from a couple of places.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you. It'd be fun. If I remember around that neck of the woods, I'll come looking.
How do you say sfogliatelli?
Sfogliatelli.
I don't know. I know what it is. I mean,
hey, give me the sfogliatelli.
Yeah, we'll go to Greenpoint. We'll go to
me and a buddy of mine. We used to fucking think, what's the ideal fucking Italian American mobster's name? So we used to make fucking names up like Rocco Stupinato. You know what I mean? Like there was that John Stupinato. I know that the guy who Lana. What was that? The one that got killed by Lana's daughter, the actress. We used to make names up. What would be an ideal fucking mob name, you know?
Oh, okay. Like
Chucky
fake Italian names?
What would the name of a couple of guys that would be fucking fitting to hang out with, Sammy? You know, if Sammy had mob guys around him, what would their names be?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's think of some. What's the sandwich you got? What's the sandwich? Like you make the sandwich.
Ciparelli, you know, stuff like that, making shit up.
Yeah.
Which one?
What's the sandwich?
Mozzarella. Hey, with the mozzarella prosciutto.
Panella, real Sicilian. That's probably what I was just thinking of.
Yeah. Fernando's after 120 years. I'm saying to myself, why did I never not go? I love my Sicilian food. I like my carbonara. You know that's the eggplant salad. I love that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have the intestines too. They roll what they call stigioles. They sell them in Palermo. I don't recommend it though because them motherfuckers probably laying there for about 3 months.
I like the pasta with the eggplant. What do you call it?
Pasta with eggplant.
Yeah, it's
the
got
Norman.
Yeah,
Norman
pasta al
pasta.
norma. Yeah,
Norman. Yeah. Pasta guisate. That's
yeah.
I'm making me hungry now. That's pasta with sardines.
There you go. There you go. Let's take a quick intermission.
Where's Latrell?
Dance floor.
Where's Latrell?
Dance floor.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
See, I was talking about food. Now I can't fucking eat for another day. If I want to go to diet, I just watch that fucking shit.
If I had that money, legitimate money, I would be on the Mediterranean right now, sitting back, having someone put grapes in my mouth. And we know who that would be.
Who would that be?
So what, crap in his mouth?
Who would that be? All right. Did I forget it? I think I banged out everything, all the clips today, right? I don't think I forgot. We're gonna add some new ones too. We're gonna cycle these ones out. I mean, some of them are gonna stay. Some of them are definitely gonna stay, but we gotta get some new blood. We gotta get some new blood over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't forget about this guy.
Wallachaya.
Great Pastor Bradley. Oh, this is not an old channel. We've only been around for a few months, but for the real OGs of the channel, the real OGs, the ones that are stepping up, the ones that are making names, the Rock of Gibraltars, the Lakers, the New York Knicks, the Mecca of this channel. You guys know Pastor.
It's that's a big guy. It's a big deal.
You guys,
the guy
you guys
behind
know.
the guy behind the guy. That's it.
Yeah, you guys know Pastor Bradley. All right, so let me catch up on a couple of these comments over here. I'm sorry. I got a name for one of Sammy's guys, Mop Bucket Mike.
Mop Bucket Mike.
Who was he? Who was he? He was the porter over there at Callie's.
He was starting to drink mop water.
Jesse says, oh my God, I'm blind. Theo Mooney says, what advice would you give to a younger generation that thinks the mob life is exciting and pursuing it? That's for you, buddy. It ain't for me.
Oh, my bad. What advice would you give to a younger generation? I was reading that thinks the mob life is exciting and pursuing it. Theo Mooney. Okay. I hate giving advice to the younger people because I didn't listen to nobody. But if I could and I could reach one person, I tell them it's not. Obviously look at the writing. Look at the finish line. Look at the finish line. You start the race and there's a finish line, and it's usually you don't make it. There is no finish line.
Yeah, gravy or sauce?
Sauce.
Yeah. Sammy looks like a Botox junkie. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
The part of the Sammy video that gets me the most is when the whistle starts blowing.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Do you think the Sicilian Mafia would ever try to steal a nuclear weapon? Wow. If you ever watched Thunderball, they were originally going to be the villains.
I don't think so.
Who's Chris Luttrell? The name? Yeah. Is that what they're saying? Chris Luttrell. I don't know what they're saying in that video, that Sammy video.
Oh, yeah. They're probably giving a shout out to one of the bozos with fucking
I'm going to play it again. Sorry for everyone. Hold on. I want to hear that. Let's try to make it out.
Where's Latrell?
Dance floor.
Where's Latrell?
Dance floor.
Sammy, he's got like little tiny perky little boobs too. You see those? Those little
Yeah,
those
you
little
got nipple
fingers?
rings.
You know those?
You got nipple rings.
The what?
You got nipple rings.
Nipple rings. Yeah.
Well, now he's a what do they call those guys who fucking used to take ecstasy all the time? They had a nickname for them.
I don't know.
What's that? The parties they call the ravers. The ravers.
The ravers, yeah.
He's raving there. Don't you see him? He's a raving
Of course,
lunatic.
yeah. He's a raving fucking lunatic. Yeah. Barzalette says, "Are we gonna do Fugazi Fridays?"
Yeah, we are. That Giacomo. What was his name? Giacomo
Amato. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one that I'm definitely gonna have fun with.
He's
Brett,
the rat before he becomes the rat. It's a machine.
Messina. And then he's saying he looks at a picture. There are no bigger guys here or Italy. Barlow and Caesar. Man, they would have cracked your fucking head open. You would have stuck your hand in your fucking and picked your brain out.
Rock solid, my man Frank. One of the most hated mobsters of Sicily was Giovanni Brusca. Did you ever hear of him?
Of course. Yeah, he killed an 11-year-old boy, kidnapped him. His father, the kid's, I think the kid's name was Santino, if I'm correct. And the father was testifying. They wanted him to come back and give himself up, so they kidnapped this kid and kept him like in captivity, like really in a fucking in a hole for about 2 months, 3 months, I think, if not longer. And then they ended up strangling the kid. So
yeah,
that's the type of shit that was going on in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Ryan Brown, my man, $4.99. He says, "Great live stream with Loomis." Thank you, Ryan Brown. Appreciate the donation. Thank you, sir. And then he says, "Did you ever meet Vito Guzzo's half brother, Anthony Guzzo?"
No, and I'll tell you why. Because when Vito comes in, Anthony was already in jail. When I go to jail 10 years later, Anthony comes out. So I've never got them. I knew he had a brother. That was in jail, and but I never met him. And he had a younger brother too, but I never met him either. I think he lived out of state.
Sammy almost looks AI in that video. Yeah, artificial Italian.
Artificial insemination.
AI. Oh, Matt says drop the link. That's what's up. All right, Matt. We're going to drop the link for Mr. Matt. I'm going to have a fucked up dream about Sammy with nipple rings now. Yeah. Sorry about that.
and a pierced hemorrhoid.
What's the Fugazi guy's name? Yeah, so go on Facebook, Dominic Calandra. You know what? Go to any of those mob groups on Facebook, Dominic. Gangland Wire, any fucking mob group. I left them all because everybody's a fucking lunatic in those groups. No offense to anyone that likes 52 Topics with Frank Fiordilino. If you are subscribed to this channel, you're not a lunatic. Just look him up. Look it up. Oh, what's his name again?
Giacomo Amato. He has a meatball face. He's got this fucking, his face covers like, I think 70% of that fucking that the book is this big. Yeah, and he's out there like this. He said, I was friends with everybody in Glendale, because Glendale was once German. He goes, the Nazis, the Puerto Ricans.
The Bundish.
We used to sell bologna sandwiches out of a fucking roach coach, and that's how he probably got his ass kicked by Messina once.
That's what I think happened. I think Messina said, "Hey, no, listen, Bo. I'm telling no lunch trucks on this block, Bo. I just dropped it right now, Matt. No lunch trucks on this block, Bo." He said, "Listen, I do this in my hometown. That's why I come over here to do it the same. I don't know nothing about this."
My father told me, please, don't get into the life of the mafia, okay? I broke my promise.
And then I'm making my bones.
Making bones.
Does he know what making his bones means? Making your bones actually implies doing something violent. Usually.
Yeah.
You made your bones. Yeah, you did a piece of work, right?
Yeah, he was giving double hand jobs at fucking.
I don't think he understands what making his bones is. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Matt, what's up, buddy? What's going on?
He is
popping
off.
Flesh.
How you doing?
How are you, my man?
I'm just trying to take my mind off it by listening to you guys and dealing with these cards. But these cards are reminding me of the money I just lost. So, it's kind of like a double whammy. Oh my
no.
god, what a day, man.
What's
Yeah,
going on with what is that? The
what a
graphics card for
fucking
the
day.
computer?
I gotta say, man, I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, I'm
How old was your friend?
oh jeez, I don't know the exact age, but we're
About.
gonna say like between 40 and 50.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. That's young. That's young.
Yeah, it is young.
Yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
like a I wouldn't say father figure, but he was like a really, really good friend. Really good friend.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man,
He's a good
but
guy.
we're here for you, man. You know you anytime, like we said, Papa, you want to talk about anything. I mean, just please. And that goes for
Thanks.
anybody. I mean, feeling a certain kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody feels that way one way or another. I mean, I'm bipolar, so I'd know. Believe me. I would know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're here
Bipolar
for you.
sucks.
So what do? You working on your computer there?
This is a motherboard for the graphics card that I'm talking about, which is like about I bought it around $1,300, and yeah, and had to make sure you understood the amount there. Then now I'm looking around for the same card, and they're around two 2.5, maybe $3,000 now. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
What?
What the fuck is going on with this shit? Like, it's just like a bunch of shit at once, you know? It's
It's
just
because everything that's going on with the whole fucking economy and all this bullshit.
I
Everything's
guess that would be my guess. I really
everything's
don't
fucking
know.
double. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Because I bought it last summer and it was what was it? It was one was 800 and the other was 1,200, not 13. Sorry. So that's $2,000 right there. And then we have what is it? We have the motherboard that I had to buy, which was $1,300 also. That's where I got the number. Sorry, 13. And God, losing that amount, 3,300, and then there's a CPU which is about 500. So that's, or no, way more than 500. What am I talking about? What the fuck am I talking about? It's more like 800.
One of those days.
3,800.
Wow.
Yeah, about 3,800, maybe $4,000 total. I'm gonna just round it up to $4,000.
Okay.
So that's how much we lost on that computer. And that's all me. It's all me. I was trying to distract myself, and I think I was just too distracted. Like after I heard what happened, that's when I fucked these up and the board.
Shit.
And it was all my fault. I normally do not do this. This is not like, it's out of character for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely out of character. But I'm trying to get this board to fit with a different one that's the same exact card, except it just lit up. You know, it had lights and shit. They call that RGB. And if you guys are bored, say it now, so you all don't, because then I'm truly crashing it.
No, what do you do? What do you use it for? What do you do? Like gaming and stuff? You have like a gaming computer?
Gaming, networking, coding, also everything.
What do you do for a living, Matt? If you don't mind me asking, I feel like you said it before, but
I did. Yeah, I'm an on-call IT guy and network technician.
Oh yeah, so you're pretty hip on that kind of stuff, but intelligent, obviously, because you have to be to work on that stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I started learning. My dad knows like a lot of this stuff. Well, not anymore because he's getting older, but he's still there, and he still knows what he's saying. And he started me off when I was about 2.5, 3 years old on a Unix computer. which is really old.
How old are
You-
you, Matt?
What's that?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm not gonna say the exact age, but
Okay, yeah.
think between 30 and 40. Think
Okay, I
between
got you.
there.
I got you. Now, I mean, so you, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Computers. Yeah, you go back. You were talking about you started.
yeah, when I was
understanding,
3 years
but-
old, that's
Wow.
why. That's why I'm able to do it so easily. Like, it's not so much intelligence. Like, you know how you learn a language when you're
Mhm.
younger.
It's
only
easier
when
to,
you're
yeah.
younger. It's much
Sure.
easier for the kid
Mhm.
to pick it up. Same thing there. Like, coding is another language, so that kind of thing you either learn with classes and shit like that, or you learn by you
Having a
basically
tutor.
having to go through it with experience.
Mhm. So your
And
dad
experience is what what's up, Brent?
your dad was in the field.
Yeah, and it taught me, like, he taught me a lot, and then I started to learn my own shit, you know. So
Yeah.
and I started to learn my way through it, and I just stuck with it, I guess, all my life. It's fun, and it can make you some money if you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
but not always. People think IT and they think you're making bank every time. It's like, nah, dog. Like, it does not always work that way. It doesn't always work to that point. You know, like, it's just all
Yeah,
this
it's
shit
like
at
anything
once
else.
is heartbreaking.
No, that's like anything else. People go, I work in a stock market, and then some people just answer phones and don't do none of that. They automatically think because you're in the stock market, you make money. So I guess,
Yeah,
you know, IT.
there
is
you
like,
go.
Yeah.
That's a good example, actually.
Mhm. I think everybody in the stock market made money. You know?
Yeah, they think you know and have every insider secret or whatever the.
Yeah.
And they all think you're like a hacker that will destroy you if you do anything to them or whatever. I'm just like, all right, I'm pretty much harmless unless you really fuck with me. Like,
Yeah.
you have to really do something. Like, it's hard to piss me off. Like,
Good.
believe it or not, it's hard to piss me off. So
I like
The
to
older
watch
it gets,
those scammer payback. That dude, you know, with the you ever watch
yeah,
those?
I mean, it's worse than that. It's got to be worse than that, unless they take my identity. Then I'm going for it. I can do some things that
But I'm
they
saying you're
would
good
not
with that,
like.
huh? Like you can get into that.
I
That's cool.
could,
That's cool.
but I don't. It's not
Yeah.
It's not smart. It's really stupid, actually. I mean, it's too easy to get caught with that shit.
Yeah, you get in
So
trouble.
there's no point. There's no point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wow. Well, I hope you feel better, man. I'm sorry to hear about your friend. I know the feeling.
100%.
I know the feeling for sure.
It is what it is, but thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, you need anything, let us know if we could help, whatever, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I won't hold up the stream. So.
Oh, you're fine, brother.
You're good. No, listen, this is Monday. We mess around. If anybody every once in a while wants to hop on,
Come on, we do that, and
we're just fucking around, you know.
Yeah,
You know?
last Thursday we had
this
Howie
is a
come up.
bunch of metal at this point. It's just a heat sink. It's not connected to anything. But it looks like it would be a card for a computer anyway.
Then you got to put the board in there and just start connecting all the shit together, right? Yeah, there you go.
There's the board, and then you put it here.
Yeah, you see, I know something. No, I don't know shit.
Dude, you remind me of the guy on his stoop just going, I know things.
Yeah, I know that shit. I knew about a board.
I know things.
I'm smart.
I don't know shit.
I'm smart. I'm
Yeah, exactly.
smart.
I'm your brother, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made you laugh.
I remember. Oh fuck! Ottawa tied it. Oh my
The best
God.
is if we would get on the topic, because my mind's not that fucking like you guys. But My favorite Fredo quote was the one where he goes, "You don't talk to Vegas, come to Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that." Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Don't
good.
ever take sides with the family against the family again.
Exactly. See that? See that? Yeah, for sure. I know things.
I like that. Remember
I'm
that
sorry,
video?
it was like the saddest scene almost. It was one of those close.
Yeah, he's
really
laying back on that chair.
The way he felt, you could feel like, yeah, and how he was laying back in the chair and everything. Like all that, like all of that. You could see his emotion and feel it, and it's like, all right, I feel sympathy for this dude now, even though he did what he did.
How about when he fumbles the gun? That's funny too.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I mean, they're sad scenes, but they're funny at the same time. It's like, fucking idiot. Yeah. But at the same time, they lost they just almost lost their dad.
Yeah,
in that scene anyway. And the other one is just being jealous and formidable enough to say that to Michael, of all people.
He sealed his own fate in Cuba. You remember? He goes, Johnny Ola told him about
Johnny that. Ola got me onto it. He was
that alcohol's a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why he was drinking a little bit too much, and
loose lips sink ships.
And right before that, he was like, "Why don't we do this anymore?" Like he was really, or why did we do this before, or something like that.
Yeah, we should have gelled.
Yeah, that's basically what he was saying. Yeah, that's what he was saying, and I think he, that's something he's right about. They should have had a relationship, because then they would have been closer, and you know what? I think Fredo would have survived.
Yeah, but he was banging waitresses one at a time.
He was fucking up. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean,
when he brings his wife.
Michael. It's Michael. He's got a mind of his own, and if you're fucking up, even though he did defend him about that, he did defend him. He defended Fredo.
It's cold.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people I knew had a problem with the ending of that movie. Him killing his brother, and a lot of people felt. I mean, people in that world felt that was
wrong.
Yeah, he should.
Well,
he just should have fucked them.
Shelter him.
Yeah, just get the fuck out of here, never come back.
Yeah, like get out of here. I don't want to see you again. And that's what he said.
Unless it was somebody else, you know.
Yeah, that's what he said too.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a movie. Yeah, I know what you mean. But
you know what's funny? Confession. I saw The Godfather when I was in my teens, and I haven't seen it since.
Really?
We're talking about a long fucking time.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look young. I'm not sure how old you are, and I'm not asking.
Somewhere between 30 and 40.
So 35. We're going with that same thing. All right, that works.
I feel like
I could answer the same way. I'm not making fun, but yeah, same thing.
I feel like one of those mediums.
But people definitely tell me that I look younger than I am.
Yeah, I hear that constantly. People are like, "You look 25, dude. You look 30." I'm like, all right, that's cool. Yoda. I take that.
Yeah. Trump Capella's being bad.
What did Trump say?
Nothing. Chris Cuomo is Fredo. No, that's like the N word. Don't say that, David Price.
And
that's
yes,
like the N-word.
Trump Capella, I'm laying down. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
No, he's talking about something else. It's like a bad inside joke that he's making.
I'm not sure which inside joke it is, so that's the point of the one, though.
He's being bad.
A friend of mine back home says I look good. I'm fucking tired. I look like Yoda.
Oh, God, who fucking texted me now?
What time is it? 1:45. All right, Matt, we're going to let you go. Probably going to be on for just like 10 more minutes, and then we're going to head out.
Thank you, Matt.
But,
Matt.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It's great to speak to you and see It's great to speak to you, hear your voice, see you in person instead of the what do you call it? The avatar.
Right. The avatar. I don't do the avatar. I show everything.
Yeah,
I show who I am.
Yeah,
Give
we
them a
got people
surprise
that have
next
been.
time. They keep fucking asking will you show them everything.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Somebody come and
Man.
see
No,
you
thank
great.
you, brother. Thank you, Matt.
I
We'll talk to you
appreciate
soon.
it. All right.
Feel better, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, feel better, Matt.
Thanks.
Peace.
So there you go. There you go.
There it is,
Somebody-
Matt, one of our best subs.
Yes,
Fucking
yes.
guy. He's here in every chat.
Friend
He's
of the show,
generous enough.
supporter of the show.
Great supporter of the show.
And we'll,
Fucking great.
you know,
Great
I
guy.
hope everything gets better. It usually does. But sad.
As far as what I feel like growing up in Brooklyn, Goodfellas seems a lot more real. Yeah, it seems realistic to me. I mean, as far as what I could assume and know, yeah, it seems pretty realistic.
Easty Kid said, Frank, can you get someone from Sicily on the show? I'm here. No.
Thank you, Matt.
Like somebody who was in that life, I don't know. That's and shout out to Tom Lavecchia. Lavecchia had a show with Rena's son. That's big.
Yeah,
yeah. So that was a big one. But
he was complaining that nobody really paid attention to it.
Because I mean, you have to be a real, you got to be like a real, what do you call it? That follows the Cosa Nostra all around, here, back in Italy, or even organized crime of any kind. And then, but other than that, there's, even in this genre, there's freaking like denominations, I like the Chicago mob. I like the New York mob.
I like 70s, 80s. I don't like 30s and 40s. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So you get a lot of that. I like the active stuff. People like that. We don't like that.
I mean, I'm definitely partial to like anything after the 60s, but that's just me. I don't know.
But then we don't have fucking connections like certain people do with it. They have 7 made guys calling them up in Detroit.
This is true.
So.
Rock Solid just turned 64 on Saturday. Happy birthday, belated birthday, Rock Solid.
Rock Solid.
Saturday. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me?
When I'm 64, the Beatles.
So I don't go out much. Sorry, what the fuck was that? I don't go out much. I look forward to watching your podcast. I feel like sitting in the cafe, just sitting and go, oh, thank you, Rock Solid. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, buddy.
How many people we got?
136. Play Sammy Star. All right, since you asked, Drum Capella. I mean, listen.
Oh, here you go, Sammy.
If people ask for it, I give it to them. Only if they ask.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get rid of your comment, Drum Capella, so everybody can see his tongue. Give me a... Oh, my God, Bob.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Bro, I can't.
I can't fucking eat no more.
I can't.
Come on, Bo.
Let's see. Matt said, sorry about my accent. I know some words I didn't really pick up. I couldn't place it. But do you hear how we sound? I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, I got a little bit of accent.
Are there women in the life? Just you, Melissa.
Melissa, not looking that good. Are we getting catfished?
Melissa, that looks like one of them AI generated photos.
There's one fucking content creator when he sees an
you
avatar.
look like one of them artificial Italians.
Oh, there's one content creator when he sees a woman, he goes fucking nuts. Hi, Melissa, welcome to my show.
Is that right?
Yeah, we know who it is. He's got catfish.
Brooklyn Ball Buster, the greatest you guys. Hey, have a good night, Joe. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Good to see you as always.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you.
Good to see you as always. What did I call you last time, Joe? What did I call him? Robert E. Lee Mazzilli?
Robert E. Lee Mazzilli, yeah.
The Italian Confederate. Stonewall Giacomo.
Oh, Stonewall Giacomo. Giacomo, he's holding shit down out in fucking Western Florida. Where's he from? What is it? I'm going to visit him one day. If I'm ever down there, I'm going to say, hey, are you the Giacomo? He's going to have a heart attack.
Have you seen any of the interviews with Xavier Ebele, Tommy Ebele's son? He wrote a book. Yeah, I watched some of that one. He was on The Deuce, and he was on another show that I saw. I did watch a little bit of that. Interesting guy, man. Crazy, he's still around. been able to tell us stories. Yeah. You know the Gebberts? Yeah, I know Johnny Gebbert. I know Johnny Gebbert. You know Johnny Gebbert?
Lawrence Park.
I know Johnny Gebbert.
Dome.
Johnny Gebbert.
Shout out to John Aylard. He's officially a councilman. We said that somewhere.
Jump Capella, you don't have the one where you're sipping it with the straw and making it me? Oh, but first coffee. You know, I do have but first coffee. I was actually the one that had that legendary clip that I gave that to Smoke, the one that he plays on his show. But first coffee. The Dixie Greenpoint.
Yeah. So that was his gig there. He used to come in as the Italian Confederate guy.
Yeah.
With General Lee Mazzilli. Lee Iacocca.
Wait, I keep forgetting. Oh, Robert E. Lee Mazzilli. There you go.
Robert E. Lee Mazzilli. What is it? Are there good movies about stuff? Yeah, my favorite is the one that by Francesco Rossi in '63. It's actually called Salvatore Giuliano. So it's an Italian. You know, a lot of actors are Sicilian for the time. That was my favorite. There was the one, The Sicilian, with Christopher Lombard in the '80s. Trash, didn't like it. But yeah, I mean, if I have to pick the one that I've seen, and there was a couple, there was a lot. I would say maybe about 5 of them that were made. That one's the best, the original. He's one of my favorite directors anyway. Francesco Rossi, Rossi, 1 S.
Okay. He says no, Sammy. No, I'm not sure. Under says Lee Mazzilli went to my high school like 10 years before. What school did he go to?
He went to Bensonhurst. He was from Bensonhurst.
No, I know. I was wondering what school he went to. Sammy has one where he's sucking the bottom of the cup with a straw. I haven't seen that one. I gotta find that one. Abraham Lincoln was a good old man.
Was that the school, Lincoln, or Lincoln? Isn't that in Coney Island?
Yeah, that's in Coney Island. Yeah.
That's in Coney Island.
Uzi Options. What is going on? How are you?
Uzi Options. How you doing, my man?
Looks like David Price and Rock Solid have some acquaintances. Looks like these guys know some people. They know each other. Okay. Ocean Parkway and Neptune. Okay.
Oh, that would okay.
Hello, people.
Hello, people. Yeah, you know, I seen a good wrestling movie the other day.
Which one?
The Iron Claw.
Is that the new one they came out with?
The one about the Von Erich brothers?
Yeah, it was good. With what's his name? Yeah. With fucking what the hell's his name?
Efron, what's his name?
Zac Efron.
Yeah. It was very good.
Cool.
So the Iron Claw, that's the one, Matt. Yeah, the Iron Claw. Pretty decent. Yep. Fucking father put them through to fucking do a lot of shit.
Do you have the Sammy Wheel of Fortune? You have to play it before the show.
Sure.
I gotta find it. I think it's on the Deuce page. Hold on a second. I'll find it. Yeah, we'll go for a few more minutes. We'll talk about the next show that's going to be coming out. Let me see. Sammy the Bull.
Melissa, that's Times Square behind me.
Wheel of Fortune.
Drum Capella says Lincoln's in Brighton Beach. I didn't know that. Does Lee Cole play in it? Yeah. He's in Iron Claw. He's the guy who gets the claw.
All right.
Hey, Frankie, did you know Joe Biden had mafia connections? They made him an offer he couldn't remember.
Yeah. I gotta let this load. My freaking Wi-Fi is all fucked up. Lincoln's in Brighton. Oh, it's considered Brighton. Okay. Sammy in a new boxing match was the funniest shit. Was that the fight promo that I made of them too? I made like a fight promo of them.
No, when he fought some guy over there for what's that? where he used to boss to. When he was
Well,
on
yeah,
boss,
that was,
they
that was when he
organized.
fought he fought someone else.
They organized a charity. Was it? I think it was for charity. They did boxing matches. He said he got paid $100,000 for that.
Yeah, maybe he did. I think it was the main event. What the hell's going on? Yeah, Matt. Yeah, you could have helped me. I don't know what's going on. I think it's, I don't know. My area. No, it was happening the past couple. There it is. Oh, I got an email from the cable. They were telling me the other night, like, you have an outage in your area, but your store. And ever since I got that fucking thing, it seems like it's not coming back.
Riptime goes to do. Yeah, they do train for that fight. Fuck is this?
All right, guys. Dominic Calandra. He wants to see that clip. We'll play that clip, and then we'll talk about what's coming next on the channel. And I think that's going to be about it. That's going to give us about 2 hours of content for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. We had about 150-something people in here at one point. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate all of those that donated. Timothy O'Reilly, Matt, Ryan Brown. Appreciate all you. Thank you so very much. So let's get to this real quick. People seem to love this clip. I'm going to have to like download it myself so I could play it here. All right. Hold on, guys.
This is Sammy on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Jimmy, Calamandria. Wow, okay. I saw. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Gene Boreelli. Wow, okay. I saw. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Michael Franchise. Wow, okay. I saw. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Tony, Bananas or say Banana, Lino, whatever his name was. Wow, okay. I saw. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Bad Beach Guys. I saw that. Wow, okay. I saw. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Carmine Lemondozzi. I saw that. Oh, I think a good idea, yeah. Jimmy Calamandri.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. That's good. They
Carmine
should have a
Lemondozzi.
Lee Cole one with Italian names. That would be whoever made that. That would be awesome.
Thank you, Mike Eaney. Thank you so much. What's the new clip of him actually boxing, or is it like the one where Sammy was telling
like
him?
this.
No. But he said he said Sammy in Nadu. Because when Nadu,
he's telling him to suck his dick.
Yeah, so when that drama was all going on, they were having a beef, and I had Nadu on the show, and I made a fight promo for him and Sammy. It was like a fight, like they were gonna go at it, like a boxing promo. Oh, DL says it was the promo that I made. I might have it, DL. Give me a second. If I do, I definitely do have it. Frank, entertain the audience for a second.
Sure. All right, we got questions. We need a James Proctor one with Sicilian names and cities. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about Lee Cole. He fucking murders the Italian language. Listen, you could do
Carla
anything you want on YouTube.
Carla Gambino.
Carla Gambino. Maybe he's with the Sicilian mob that down south, the Confederate mob. He would be a great
Dixie Mafia
wrestling manager, James Proctor. My man's gonna whip some ass. Us Italians. Lee Cole's funny. Lee Cole is, yeah. I would love to see the Lee Cole one. So whoever that guy is.
I actually have it on my computer. I just have to get it over here, and I'll play it. So give me 1 second, people. Yeah, I'll get it because what's his name? DL wants to see the fight promo that I made for Sammy and Nadu. Give me a second,
Hey,
people.
Mike DeBella, what's
Mike
up, my man?
DeBella, thank you, sir. $10 for Mike DeBella.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
Mike.
buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike around in a minute. Hope everything's okay, bud. I really do.
Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate you. Simon came through at 10. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody.
What are you looking
Frank,
for?
talk about what we got next while I get this promo.
Coming up pretty soon. Sure. We got a lot of stuff coming. We got
I'll play the thumbnail. I think this is the thumbnail we're going to use. We might change a couple of things, but I think you guys might get the point.
Like this one. So we're talking about Knickerbocker after Carmine Galante and basically what was going on. So between Carmine Galante and then the Pizza Connection case, you got about 4 years, spad 5. So there was a lot going on. A lot of people moved to Ridgewood. We talked about the coffee shops that opened up, but there was coffee shops that stayed on Knickerbocker. There was 3 of them actually that were left. And one of them was this Cafe Reale, which was bigger than the other one. They still were holding the Baccarat game at the time. They held it for a while until the neighborhood still, people were worried about going there, carrying a lot of money up. Well, here we go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. No, I found it, DL. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Play it.
No. Go ahead. That was an accident because when you press it to add it to the stream, it automatically goes to the stream. Now continue. We'll play it after.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna follow up on. My brothers end up owning a coffee shop around 83. We'll talk about that them places. They were across the street from the Knickerbocker Park between Saddam and Willoughby, if you guys are familiar with the area. And the characters that were around back then. Eventually, a lot of us just moved up towards Ridgewood, and we'll talk about that. And what the landscape looked like after Galante's death. And where Bushwick is a prominently Bonanno stronghold at one time. And little by little moved out of Bushwick into Ridgewood, then into Maspeth, eventually with Joe Messino. And we're gonna be talking about that on this episode.
Yeah,
you ready?
It's gonna be really good. Yeah. So DL asked me to play this promo. This was when Sammy the Bull said Jeff Nadeau that he was gonna put him on his knees and make him blow him, and they had the whole drama. I made a fight promo. I think Jeff actually shared this to his Twitter also when I made it, and I had Jeff on the show. So this is the fight promo that DL was talking about. If you notice the record, Sammy's 19-0.
Oh, wow. Well, he reminds us, right?
Jeff, sorry, 0-1. He lost that one fight.
He shot himself in the foot.
Look at him grab his stick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's the fight promo I made.
I'm fucking crying over here. I never seen that one before.
That's that was on a live stream I did on NYC Crime Spot a long time ago. I'm surprised you remembered that one, DL. Oh my God, Bo. Yeah.
You put that one together?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Fucking impressed. Hey, shout out to my partner here, Brett. That's fucking pretty good, Brett.
Fucking Sammy grabbing his crotch. You like that? Yeah, Bo. I'll make you suck my dick, Bo.
Oh man. I like the dude dance. The dude's out there.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that one.
Oh, man.
That was fun. I think Jeff shared it too.
Glad Matt's getting a laugh from it. It's been a tough day, Matt.
That's half of it? No, that's the whole thing. It ended. It ended. It ended.
Don't let it end.
Joe Root said he never saw that before. You're my hero.
Yeah, that was fucking good.
I want to see Brett do an interview with Sammy. Yeah, yeah.
He came to my house, Bo, and that's what happened. I had to kill him. I had to kill him, Bo.
He wouldn't leave.
What was that? It just made me think. What was that fucking thing that Joe DeChico was talking about in the interview? He killed his father. His hand came in. The dog had his hand in his mouth. Remember that?
No, oh yeah,
The dog came in with the hand in his mouth.
His brother-in-law's hand was in the dog's mouth.
What the fuck is that about? What was
He was
that
asking
about?
for a handout.
What is that about? That was a weird one, huh?
You know what? Listen, I said it before. Sammy was who he was. I mean, he was a fucking feared guy. You know, people like to laugh at him. He does it to himself, a lot of it though. But you know. He was a menace.
Imagine we had him on here one day. I mean, I know you don't want him. I know you don't want him on here, but imagine one day.
He could go wherever he wants. I don't care. I'm just saying, but I doubt it. He will. I don't think so.
You don't think so? All right.
I mean, I give him his listen. I always gave him the credit that as a gangster until he flipped, of course. You know, and people could say whatever the fuck they want, but he was somebody who was really, really serious fucking guy out there.
Yeah.
He was an underboss of one of the biggest families in the world when it comes to organized crime, the Cosa Nostra organized crime, especially. So,
Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Bo.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Bo.
PBD. Yeah, PBD would break the fight down too. Yeah. I don't know if I can do that. I've been talking too long to fucking do that. So there's this guy, Jeff Nadeau. He's fighting Sammy the Bull. This is happening this weekend. Pull up that fight promo that this guy made over there. He's in Queens. He made the fight promo for these two guys. Big weight disparity between them, but it's going to be a good fight, believe me. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been 52 Topics with Frank Fiordilino, our Monday live stream every Monday. This is where we are at 7:00. I know I started at 7 p.m. today, but I was over on my friend Manny Grossman's channel. He did a little bit of a live stream. We were talking about some interesting stuff. He does a lot of Son of Sam stuff, and there was kind of like this overlap a little bit with some Purple Gang stuff. And actually, the author of the Purple Gang book, Scott Dietschy, actually came on that stream too for a little bit. So if you guys can go check that out, that was a good conversation over on Manny Grossman's channel. Peace out, Under. Peace out, Dre. Easty Kid. Matt. Thank you, Matt. Joe Root. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. Still here. Awesome. Thank you. David Price. Mike.
Oh, I think I know who Melissa is. She's real.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me say thanks to everybody. Nadeau, most likely mob trooper to get whacked.
No, I put another one. Well, if it's about distance, who they're gonna get first? I gotta go. I love Nadeau. He's a friend and all, but he's probably gonna get it first.
Frank Fredonia.
Frank Fredonia. He did call me that, didn't he?
I tried to help him. I said, to be honest with you, when Frank says his name, I don't think he even pronounces the I. He says Fiordilino. Almost like Fiordilino. That's how it sounds when you say it. So I said, you should just say Fiordilino. Fiordilino.
Yeah, Fredonia. Where the fuck did you get that? What is that? A fucking strand of fucking pot?
Yeah, yeah. I saw you over there, Dominic. Thank you,
Fredonia.
Thanks for going over there, Calandra, you garbage can. Appreciate you. Appreciate you going over there, you fucking garbage can.
That gross good.
Let me say thank you to everyone that donated real quick before we go. Timothy O'Reilly again. Matt, thank you, my brother. Thanks for coming on the screen. Ryan Brown, Chris Arts. Oh, no, Chris Arts, Starboard accent. Mike DeBella, Simon. Thank you to everybody. We really appreciate you. Listen, Wednesday night, we're going to have a live premiere with the chat for the Galante Knickerbocker. Not so much Galante. Of course, we'll touch on the here a little bit, mostly about after Galante. Knickerbocker Ave. Frank's got a lot of insight. I think you guys are going to enjoy that. Rim Time says Frank Fettuccino. There he is, Frank Fettuccino. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a good night. I hope everybody has a good Tuesday, you garbage pal. And we'll see you we'll see you all on Wednesday. Great hanging out as always, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
All right, guys. Till next time.